Just to get it out of the way, this is not a in-depth review of a 60-year-old amplifier design. This is like a short and sweet, I think you should know about this before you buy one. Hello everybody. Really quick, just to get it out of the way. It's gonna be kind of a quick video this week, but hello, my name is Austin. If you like what I do, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot on the back end of things. I'm over on TikTok. Go check out the TikTok. I spend a lot of time over there. Actually, I have more followers over there than here. So, with that out of the way, we're talking about the Fender Deluxe Reverb, like iconic amplifier, right? And I feel like some people think about, I just wasn't expecting it to be what it ended up being. Every corner of the internet, every guitar store ever, every studio ever, right, has a Deluxe Reverb in it. Iconic amplifier, everybody says you need to have one. I don't necessarily disagree that, you need to have one. But it just wasn't what I expected. In the sense that, everybody talks about it as like the ultimate pedal platform. And dude, I'm gonna make a lot of people mad when I say this. That wasn't my experience. And it turns out, I ended up diving deeper into it afterwards. Why was I having such a hard time getting tones I liked from my pedals through the Deluxe Reverb? And there's a couple different reasons. So, just the rundown, right? So there's two inputs, two different channels. One is a vibrato channel, one's a normal channel. And when you think about a Deluxe Reverb sound, you're using the vibrato channel usually because that's the channel with reverb. And the reverb in the amp, world class. When you think about big, beautiful, single coil John Mayer tones, you're thinking about that channel. Here's the problem, is that I didn't know that those came with a permanent bright cap on that channel. Meaning, if you have the EQs for the normal and the vibrato, it's a lot of syllables, sorry, channel set the exact same, halfway, it's gonna sound night and day if you switch them, because there's a permanent, always on bright cap on the vibrato channel. What that translates to is if you put an overdrive pedal on and you have it EQ'd for most amplifiers the way you would, even if you just start at noon for everything, the vibrato channel kind of is not known for being the most pedal friendly. Now, if you keep it super simple and you're just putting a tube screamer in front of it, dude, can sound great, perfect. But the second you start getting more complicated than that and trying to use that channel as a pedal platform, it didn't sound great. And I gotta be honest, dude, I was like, bro, I spent so much money on this, and because I wanted a new, I'm gonna keep this amplifier forever amp, right? And I was playing through it and I was kind of thinking, oh my god, what did I do? Did a bunch of research afterwards, and it turns out most people, if you're using it as a pedal platform, will use channel 1. I was just surprised I didn't know that before I bought the amp. I feel like that's something that people would talk about more often. And, the other thing that I would really encourage people to, before they buy it, right? Whenever the guitar players that have been playing forever say that this thing has all you'll ever need, you'll never need anything more than that, a lot of times, okay, you guys are going to get so mad at me, but a lot of times when you're talking about gain and its ability to take gain, they're thinking in a classic rock context. Meaning, just for comparison, right? I just literally 2 days ago got a great deal on it. Victory Duchess, right? That's the Danish Pete version. That is crystal clean. You can throw as much gain at it as you want, and it'll compress and sound the way you want it to sound. The Deluxe Reverb, even in channel 1, will not do that. What I mean is you can stack your overdrive pedals and really kind of EQ in a really pretty overdriven classic rock tone, no problemo. But the second you start pushing it more into, trying to get it to sound like a JCM, or trying to get it to sound even like a Mesa if you're going crazy, like a dual rec is what I mean. It's not going to do that. You know, you can, even after all the EQing, it's still going to sound. It's still going to sound kind of thinner and tinier than you'd like it to. Here's the thing. Here's where it all, you just need to make sure you're buying your Deluxe Reverb for the right reasons. If what you value is just a pristine clean that breaks up beautifully as you turn the volume up, bro, this is as old school Fender tube amp as it gets. If that's what you're after, perfect. But read up a little bit on, the bright cap in channel 2. Some people go through and mod it and pull that out. Actually, a lot of people do that. I don't really want to do that because I really like I like channel 2, but you just have to, know what you're going to be playing for which input to plug into. Because channel 2 does struggle when you start adding more pedals and adding things to it. However, for what it is, maybe that's the lane I want to go with this, is that you can't make the Deluxe Reverb something that it's not, right? There's plenty of amplifiers where, depending on the pedals you put on it, depending on how you EQ it, what the attenuation settings are, you can really kind of craft it to what you want it to sound like in that setting. This doesn't do that well. What this does really well is be an old school Fender Silverface amplifier. And the more you try to get it away from that, I don't know how thrilled you're going to be with the results. I don't know if I've ever put a video out that's going to make people as mad as this is. I mean, you can probably scroll down right now and see people screaming at me, but that's just been my experience. Couple things to be aware of. You want to be an informed shopper because these are expensive, man. I'll link below, but I think they're going for like $1,800 or something like that, new. So just be aware that, these are some things that surprised me when I got it out of the box and started playing it. However, all that being said, the funny part is, even though it was nothing like what I thought, I play it every day. 100%. If I'm picking up this guitar, it's going into that amplifier and it sounds exactly the way I want it to sound. Food for thought. All right, everybody, take care.